Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
My own thoughts made me crazy when we spoke on the phone. Always feel I could give you nothing, just the same words in the same tone. I pictured you with your friends in an effortless bliss. They made you laugh way harder and stay up longer. I wish we did. Then I started looking back and felt the shame. We know every night has felt the same. I don't know where we're gonna go, but let's drive away. I promise you we'll never waste another day. You remember the good times, the photographed on your wall. Started looking for this year and saw that there's nothing at all. But if you were to ask me who I'd want, I'd say you by my side. And on each bright morning, the darkest of nights, girl, it's you. Never have to think twice. Then I started looking back and felt the shame. We know every night has felt the same. I don't know where we're gonna go, but let's drive away. I promise you we'll never waste another day. And I'm sorry that as I was holding you, I checked out and took it all for granted. It wasn't how I planned it. But each night we waste in the room I grew up in. It's the fourth time this week with the same movie on. The morning sun arose, I made tire tracks through snow. I knew just what to say when I finally came back home. I promise you, oh I promise you, oh I promise you, we'll never waste another day.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? That was our I got to get the guy's name right because I was Grable Howie, and he's a Colorado guy. Valerie Bott turned me on to him, so he's just up the road by Valerie, and this kid is really pretty impressive. I guess he's going to Berkeley this next year, so he's like 18. So not too shabby, right? Well, welcome everybody to the show. And let's welcome this guy who just played. Everybody say hi to the DomFather.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Ooh. Yeah, I had to run all the way across town to...
You just muted yourself somehow.
Oh, I do that sometimes. What's up, Chris?
Not
Hello,
much.
everybody.
Hey, you sounded great, man. Thank you for I mean, how many guys have their own pregame show, right? That was awesome.
Did you like the little? Did you like the little hockey graphic?
No, I loved it. How cool is this guy? He gets the little Thor look, puts me in goal, which is what I used to play. Actually, kind of Avalanche colors. I mean, I don't know if he was getting that in depth, but it sure worked out well.
Not at all.
Well, you should take credit for it, though.
I take credit for nothing.
Nothing for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that was very cool.
I gotta say, I'm very happy. My finger feels pretty good.
Good.
Last night, I was really hurting. As soon as I was done, my hand went in the cooler.
Yeah, no, I bet. Well, this is how you're going to get rehab. But give it a couple days off, and But yeah, I mean, you played for damn near an hour, so that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Yep.
Yeah. So hey, let's say hi to people in the chat. And I got to get this thing running. I always forget. All right. So hey, Ed B. Metal, there he is. My brother in Knobs. How you doing?
What's going on, Ed?
Gary Hubs. Steve, Rainfield Music. How you doing, man?
Hey, Steve.
The aforementioned Colorado neighbor, Valerie Bott. How you doing?
Oh, Valerie.
There's David, Live to Fly. Gordon Lee Weaver, welcome to the show. Good to have you. Poisoned Whales was here early on. Good to see you. And he was on your show, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out. And let's see. And Rhett at the Mix Club. We'll talk about Rhett in a minute. Oh, Rhett. Rhett.
Oh, what do you do now?
Oh, you're fitting to find out.
Oh, so is this the big announcement I was talking about?
Yeah, this is the big announcement, which is not really. And Shelley was here for first in, so she was the one that set up the tables and the Red Solo Cup. So thank you, Shelley. No, the plan was, I thought Rhett was going to do a stream and talk about some mixing stuff, and then dump over on the show, and you were going, but Rhett didn't, and I think either his cats went wild or he went to McDonald's, or I don't know, but I'm sure Rhett will run his little stream at some point. But he had the best of intentions, which, we love good intentions.
Good intentions is all you really need.
No, that's right. That's what.
Never did anyone wrong.
That's right. Hey, Hugh Caldwell.
Huge. Mozzarella.
How you doing? Did you see Dom's shirt? Was it last week?
I think it was on Summer Fun Fest.
On Summer Fun Fest. I mean, the black mozzarella shirt. It was gold. It was classic.
Thank you very much.
I loved it. Good stuff. I did, but I needed food. Well, I understand that. That's
a good thing about being our age.
Yeah, when
every excuse is valid because I'm doing it no matter what. Folks.
My back hurt. And that's what I was doing. Dom was playing, and I was feeding my face and eating bacon and French toast. That was my ambition tonight, was to make a little breakfast for dinner.
I was informed I had to scrounge. The missus was going out.
You're on your own.
That's right. So.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to smoke some salmon, and we're going to have bruschetta, and with salmon and tomatoes and other stuff, and that's going to be what we're going to eat for dinner.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think you did have people waiting on your show, but I think one of them said, unlike and unsubscribe. Rhett runs the best test streams ever. I mean, they really are good. And not for nothing. Rhett is a great guy. He's helping me out a little bit. I'd long suspected that I was doing some things mixing-wise that I could do better. And so I sent him a couple things and said, look, tell me what you think. And he was very complimentary on parts, and other parts he goes, yeah, here's what I'm hearing, man. So it's very cool. He's very generous in sharing his knowledge, which is greatly appreciated. Oh, like you can't believe. Not as good a buzz as you get smoking trout. those trout, man, you'd be tripping balls for a week. But salmon's pretty good, man. Try it. It's a little hard to keep lit. The Atlantic salmon. Now, good wild Alaskan salmon, no problem. I don't know. Hugh, how about Scottish salmon? Are they hard to keep lit or not when you're smoking them?
Let's freebase them.
You know what? I'm not into the hard salmon like that. I've never tried that. I'm a recreational salmon smoker.
Okay.
You know,
Well, fish oil is
because we know smoking, it's a gateway drug.
It's a gateway fish. It's a gateway fish.
Next thing you know, you're snorting roe and
exactly.
you know, freebasing bass and
breaking into like Chinese restaurants for shark tails.
That's it. You know,
Or
exactly.
shark fin soup,
Stealing car radios and hey man, you got any of that halibut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Oh, that's a minnow.
Just like that. Never smoked haddock. I don't know how haddock is.
I'm not a big fan of smoked fishes.
Yeah, it's got to be the right fish. It's got to be. I mean, a lot of fishes don't hold up well to it. Salmon, no problem. Salmon is great. I mean, hello, lox, right? But not all. There's a lot of white fishes that don't hold up to it well.
Ed snorting salmon. There's
Well,
always one in every crowd, Chris.
Ed's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
That dude. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I mean, so many people go to the hospital, you know, with those little bones.
Stuck in their nose.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, back to your little tent. Thanks, David. David, good guy. Live the Fly channel. I'm going to have to play him tonight. I haven't played one of David's songs in a little while. I'm going to have to do
play
that.
David.
Oh, there you 5 foot. That's good. Nice. I'm a big salmon fan. But I like most seafood. There's not a lot of seafood I won't eat. But we get the food talk out of the way right at the beginning of the show and be done.
Oh,
with
if it starts food, you know it ends food. My kid can like eat salmon every night of the week.
I can see it. That's great.
Problem is,
It's a superfood.
like any typical kid, he'll do that for like 3 months while stock up on salmon, and then one day he goes, "I'm done."
I'm out. Yeah. I hate this stuff.
And then me and Ma eating it for like the next 3 months. You know,
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah. Man. Kids ever do that with like breakfast cereals? They got to have something, and then all of a sudden, man, they never want it. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this shit? And you
I
eat
grew
it.
up on cereal.
Yeah.
I don't eat cereal.
I did. Well, I was the same way, Dom. I didn't eat it for decades, and we've started to keep a little bit in the house now, and every once in a while, a little cereal's okay. Everybody say "g'day" to Coldacre. G'day.
My wife
Don't
just texted me. She said, "I'm getting into an Uber now, so send the hookers home and hide the coke."
My wife says the same thing, which is why both Dom and I employ very speedy hookers.
Yeah.
You know, so they can. It's like you got to go.
Yeah. Just move it to the side.
Yeah, cheese it, ladies. All right, how's everything else going, my friend? We haven't had a chance to talk for a couple, other than texting.
know.
We haven't talked that much. How's the kitchen project going?
It's fucking annoying, you know? It's like the same thing every day. But no, it's coming along. I think they're going to start painting tomorrow. But they came to measure all the cabinets Tuesday. So like by the weekend we should have the final design, and then she has to pick out what she wants where, and then it'll probably be like another 3 or 4 weeks before it's done.
Yeah. Now, are they going to be custom cabinets or?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So that won't take too long.
The only thing we're doing is like we're putting like a whole a buffet thing in the dining room.
Right.
Like but the normal base cabinet is 24 inches, and that's kind of like too big. So it's sort of custom. They're just going to cut the base cabinets down to 18.
Okay. That makes sense.
Just the extra room.
Yeah, they kind of.
So my wife was like, "So what does that mean?" I said, "Well, that means we're buying 24-inch cabinets and paying more money to have them make it less."
That's right. That's right.
That's basically what it means.
So we'll take this cabinet and then they're going to cut it.
Tell them to send the wood.
Yeah. Hey, Costa, what's going on? How you doing? And
Hey,
Camp G May. What's Camp Counselor G May right there?
Hey,
How are you? Good to see ya. That's right.
Oh yeah, we'll be, Gary. We have not we've been barbecuing and stuff, but everything's everywhere. I have one coffee mug in my house, and it's rough. I have to clean it every time.
Yeah, that is
We
rugged.
usually in our house we go through every mug and glass every day. It's pathetic, but
That's what you got to do. See, David knows. Hadn't had cereal in 30 years, and he mowed through it in 2 days. Because you know what? You forget cereal can be pretty good.
mm-hmm. Oh well, my kids still talk about it like as legend with their friends. So I was in my 20s, and I was very much growing up in the Seinfeld time, and dinner was a box of cereal. So I'd tell my kids, I would just I would pour a bowl of cereal, pour in the milk. If there was still milk left, I would pour in more cereal. And by the time I was done, I would eat it entirely.
Yeah, the box and the milk were all gone. I hear you.
But there was no such thing as a king or a family size box then. They only came in one size, so it wasn't really that hard to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed when I started actually looking at cereal again. Man, they've got 4 different sizes. They have family size, which is like a 55-gallon drum of Count Chocula, and then then a big size, and then what I knew as a normal box size, and then they got the little mini ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Gary would like your recipe for cereal and milk when you have a minute.
It's a lot better than Chad's peanut butter jelly mix.
I don't get that guy. Hey,
Goober.
Chad, if you're out there listening, hope you're doing well, man. Miss you around. So,
he hasn't been around either, right?
No, he's not sure exactly what he's doing other than taking a little break.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah, I think it's probably healthy.
Yeah,
which is why I'll never do it.
I mean, he's been posting pictures and stuff on Facebook. Looks like
yeah, that's what I think. He's been doing some
stuff.
Vacationing with family and some other stuff. So
need a good cleanse from the YouTube every once in a while.
I guess I don't know. I haven't gotten sick of it yet. I could change.
Well, because you're just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just effing around. I like anything. If I had to get serious about it, then it wouldn't be as fun.
Then it becomes work, and then by definition, work is not fun.
Work is not fun. Well, I found out something that I was very happy about. I bought a new soft case because I wanted to. I'm playing for the animals at the Denver Animal Shelter, and I'm taking my acoustic down there, and I didn't have a good case I didn't have any kind of case for it. So I bought this soft case just because it's easy and light and everything. And found out that not only does my Yamaha acoustic fit in it, but my AF-55, my Ibanez jazz guitar fits in it too.
Oh yeah, almost any guitar will fit.
Yeah. Well, they're different
maybe
shapes.
maybe not like a Gibson hollow body or something won't fit in it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You're playing for animals? Is that?
Yeah. I'm part of this volunteer program that goes down, and it's the purpose is to make the animals more socialized and used to people, and animals. I got to tell you, animals love music same as people.
Jay, did you have to do the purge before?
No,
the scan?
it's a head scan.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but blood work too. Yeah, sorry about that, Jade. Yeah, I know the drill. But I'll tell you this. And I had every scan you can have here while they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me, including several head CTs, chest CTs. It's fine. Just go in there, ask for the headphones, tell them to turn up music that you like, and just go into your Zen happy place, and it'll be over before you know it. That's my advice from somebody who's done a hell of a lot of it here lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I am like the cancer. You become a scan man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one time I went to go get scans. This is after like 3 years, and out of nowhere, the guy was like, "Roll over." And first, anytime a guy tells me to roll over, I start to worry.
Yeah.
But I was like, I like
Buy me a
cold-
drink.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least some salmon. Let me snort your salmon.
Yeah, let's smoke some salmon before we,
But I remember like calling my doctors, like, what the fuck? It was like, you cannot change the method you're doing. It was like, and he basically was telling me sometimes, because they used to have to get the whole scan down the whole urinary tract, and
Right.
and they said when a new guy can't do it well, they flip you over because it's easier to scan laying face down.
Okay. Yeah, that is not a comfortable position, but
No, it's not. It's not.
No. Especially if you have a little dad bod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gonna get the whole workup. Yeah, that's true. I'm out about 10 grand so far for a disease that they're treating with $20 worth of steroids. So
my
don't have a brain
insurance still
tumor.
isn't covering my broken finger. I
really,
got to sick my wife on them.
yeah, get after him. Yeah. Now, see, now the dogs are supposed to know the drill by now. It's like they hear the guitar and go, "Oh yeah," and snore. That's my experience at the animal shelter. Like the cats are like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I start playing. They're like, "Okay, cool," and they just watch, and their eyes start drooping, and then they get in that little putty sleeping position, and it's all good. Hey, Feisty Feather, what's going on? How are you?
Cuphead. And Steve-O.
Yeah, we miss Steve-O.
Hey,
Hey,
Steve-O.
mini boxes of cereal.
Steve-O.
Uh-oh,
What
Steve-O's
was
a
your
serial
favorite
killer.
cereal? Mine, Captain Crunch Peanut Butter. Still my favorite cereal.
Yeah, and I like,
Oh, love it.
what is it? The honey almond flakes, I think, or flakes.
Are you a
bran
Grape
flakes with
Nuts
them.
guy?
No, I don't like grape nuts. I did eat that
like
as a kid. and I
Eating
like,
little rocks.
it really was. It's like, what the hell? What kind of nuts?
You could leave that shit in milk for like a week.
It makes
and
no damn
It
difference.
still hurt your teeth.
No, I think that what I eat is kind of a bran flake, but it's got like almonds and a little honey coating, and that's pretty good. And then I get a protein granola that I put in yogurt. So that's what I eat often for breakfast, unless I make myself eggs. And
Still in New Yorker, so I'm a bacon, egg, and cheese guy.
no, I like that too.
Stop at the deli.
But I usually do that on weekends. See, I don't have a good deli like that. Now there is really good deli, I don't know, 6 miles from here, but yeah, I don't have a good deli close. Just New Yorkers are really lucky in that respect. You guys
Yeah,
got
they're
good
everywhere.
delis everywhere.
It's the land of delis.
Few and far between here in the Miles High City. Yule Gibbons, remember when? Yeah, he's eating all that good stuff and then died at 55.
Not not standard Captain Crunch. Yeah, the standard Captain Crunch. It's like fiberglass, man. You'll tear the roof of your mouth up. Totally.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch peanut butter. No, it's nice.
I can't even remember what Captain Crunch is. I'm sure I ate that as a kid, but I don't remember.
They were hard, man. They were like grape nuts, kind of. No, nothing was bad as grape nuts.
No, those were ridiculous.
Heather said she liked grape nuts as a kid.
Yeah, well, you
she
know.
probably chewed through a tree as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I don't know how Heather's teeth are now. So maybe.
Oh, great.
I love grape nuts. They were fantastic. Okay. All right. Well, very good. Peace be with you. Hopefully it is good.
All right, enjoy your curry.
All right. Yeah. The boys are going back and forth. There you go.
Oh, I can make this bigger now. I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go.
So Coley's asking, what is that? Peronis? What are you drinking there?
Oh yeah, it's Peroni.
Nice. There you go.
Peroni. It's got a nice bite.
Yeah, I've got some Modelo left over from last week from the Pizza Fest. I mean, I don't drink much beer, but you gotta have beer with pizza, right?
Yeah,
It's like
or
a
Pepsi.
given. You have to.
Or soda pulp.
Yeah. See,
My go-tos are Corona because it's pretty much like drinking water.
yeah, Corona.
Stella and Peroni. Those are my
Yeah, I'm not a big Corona. I like Modelo better than Corona. It's got a little more flavor, not a lot.
Well, I'm also very big. I love silk screen bottles.
Well, there you go.
When I was a kid, I worked as a silk screen place, so I still like the bottles that are screened.
Yeah, well, they're classier. This thinking about streaming is hard work. There's no doubt about it. I mean, a lot of thought went into it. No actual streaming, but a lot of thought.
God, remember all the discussions we had of things we were going to do,
Oh yeah,
but we spent so much time talking about it, like
it never happened. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. But we thought about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we thought the shit out of the stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, we thought it to death and then thought, yeah, it's too much work.
It's too much work
to do that.
Let's be honest.
I remember, Hugh, now this was back in high school, because we thought we were cool. Miller, got the license for a German beer called Lowenbrau. I mean, it was made in Milwaukee, so...
Yeah, it's not a German beer.
No, but it had a little more flavor than the average American lager thing, and man, we thought we were the coolest because we were drinking Lowenbrau.
Did you have more St. Pauli girl? Grosch with the little...
Oh, yeah.
The little top. Q, my favorite German beer, like any kind of wheat beer, like a Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen
Really good.
ist das
And I
gut.
found this one. It's like Hefeweizen and grapefruit juice. It is so
Really?
fucking tasty. Like on a hot summer day.
I can see it. Now, I hate
It's
grapefruit,
really
but
good. I love
I'd
grapefruit
give it a
juice.
try.
Although I heard I'm not supposed to with one of the medications.
Oh, yeah. No, grapefruit interferes with so many medications. If you're on any medication, you just shouldn't eat grapefruit.
My favorite thing is whiskey and grapefruit juice, so that's gone to shit.
That's weird. That's really weird. Yeah. There was, and I couldn't tell you the name. It's been so long. I tried to find it for years. It's just not imported in the U.S. But we had a beer in Croatia, and it had a hint of lime in it. So kind of the same idea. And it was so stinking refreshing. Man, was it good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Only thing I really don't like is just your standard American beers. Like
they're not special.
Yeah,
Well, they're just, they were all German immigrants, and then they got Americanized and went, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't care. They will drink this Spiel. And that's how they said it too, Schville.
Exactly like that.
Exactly like that.
Exactly. I remember.
The chat is they're having fun.
That's splendid.
Yeah, it is. So what are your big plans for this weekend? What are you getting up to?
I don't know. I haven't been told yet. I'll find out what the weekend is like tomorrow after work.
Well, here's what I got told. My wife said, now have a good show and don't stay up too late unless you're working. Oh, okay, yeah. I got a deadline coming up. So the slave master, I want that money.
Hey, Ivan. Hello,
Hey,
Ivan.
Urban, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're gonna do. I think we were just talking about like maybe around Columbus Day. We're probably gonna go away for like a long week and go to Lake George or something because like the kid's just been sitting around.
Yeah.
Well, she bought some kind of membership to some place called like Sky Zone, and it's like trampoline parks.
Yeah, no, I've heard of it.
And
Yeah.
she takes them there like a couple times a week or something.
Yeah, don't they also, some of them at least, have like this thing with this big fan and it like it's kind of like you're skydiving.
That's I took my kid there for his birthday one year. One of them loved it and the other one hated it. I forget what it's called, but it's like it's really neat. And I would,
except if the kid gets sick and blows chunks, then it's not as good at all.
Oh, then it'd be like even better to watch at least. Hey Jerry,
Indeed.
how you doing?
Jerry Gomes, what's going on, brother man? How are you? That's it. Yeah, just steamroll right over us. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is doing it.
That's the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Steve the Steamrollers. It's a free country.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to. Yeah, whenever E-Urban, I always, E-Urban's sense of humor, I'm always cautious. It's not, when you have to cough, it's not porn. Okay. Are you sure? Oh.
That's just like us. You're gonna stream your stream.
Okay.
It's like
Wait, actually, I did that one time here. Who the hell's did we went to somebody's stream? Oh no, I guess I was on Lori's show, and we went. And it was so convoluted because we were like going to see. We tapped into I think Richard's stream, but he was streaming Marshall playing, and I mean it got really meta, and I lost the narrative after a while. But
it was like a stream of a stream of a
yeah,
stream.
it was like a stream of a stream of a stream. Mm-hmm. It's like
remember our happy hour clip show, and we didn't tell anyone, and we put in all these like live. We were pre-recorded clips and edited them in and stuff. Well, when I say we.
Dom did nothing, but
I did, yeah.
But took credit for it.
I was at McDonald's with Rhett.
Yeah, exactly. But that was fun because
supersize me.
Too late. That was fun though. But it was so much work. We'll never do that again.
No, yeah, I was like, it's very frustrating to watch you do all that.
Yeah, it took me 2 weeks to do it.
I think
It
so.
was
Hey,
crazy.
DJ.
Well, and it was
DJ
just
Jerry.
finding the clips and then and all that, and trying to, and of course hoping that nobody notices. Like we're in between segments, we're in different shirts
and stuff. Yeah, it took a while, I think, right?
Yeah, not everyone caught on right away. Yeah. It's like, now wait a minute,
people on YouTube ain't watching that close.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
they're folding laundry.
and which is
big bowl
perfectly,
sparking.
absolutely.
Yes,
Well,
yeah. Mhm.
I was enjoying the pregame show there, cooking dinner. So,
That's what you do.
well, see, there you go. This can work. That's how we'll all get our hours. We'll just restream each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a win for everybody, right? Yeah, it was confusing. That's why we only did it the once a year. But you think you were confused.
Yeah.
We lost track of the narrative there fairly early on.
Mm-hmm. There was a revolt.
Yeah.
How dare they?
I think, yeah, I think Jerry is having some medical issues. So
What is that, Jerry?
all the best, Jerry. I hope you get feeling better ASAP. A lot of that crap going around. Jane's going in for testing tomorrow to figure out what's going on there. And
Well, it's probably it's probably like a third of us.
probably
down, for
yeah.
any given. I mean, of the last year, I've probably been sick for a half of it at least. Or not
Yeah.
sick, but unable to.
Well, that's just, again, we're all getting older and not necessarily better. So, I hit the wrong comment, and Costa's speaking for our stream nonsense. It makes probably sense to some Aussies, but this is the one I was trying to hit. Yeah, exactly. That was when people started lights going on. Like, wait a minute,
I didn't say that.
I didn't do that. And we're just sitting back laughing, going, "Oh yeah, good stuff."
We weren't even there.
Oh, we were watching it. Yeah, we were watching it. Remember?
Wait,
because we
hold
were.
on. We spent. We spent.
Well, no,
2
we weren't
weeks
there
at-
live. No,
Yeah,
we were
no,
watching it
but-
because we were both out of town.
Oh, that's right. We were both on vacation, or
Yeah,
something.
we were watching it on vacation, but no, that's no, we
No,
were
that would
gone.
have been really funny if we fudged the show and we're actually.
That would have been really
watching
stupid,
it.
actually.
Yeah, it's like you could have just done it and spent 2 weeks like living your life.
Exactly. No,
Well,
no,
I
that's
lived. I lived.
Yeah, you were in Pennsylvania, and I think I was either in
Bozeman.
Montana or Idaho.
Yeah, you're. It's general bet you're in Montana
Yeah,
half the time.
I'm often in Montana, unless I'm in Steamboat Springs.
Well, that's because that's where the guitar store is.
Yeah.
where you go.
Oh, great guitar store.
Oh.
Were you on the show? Did I tell you about the Vox that I played up there?
I don't think I was on the show, but I heard.
Oh man, it was amazing.
I sometimes listen to you.
I wanted that guitar so.
I never comment or like though, but I listen to
Yeah, that's it. Dislike.
you. No.
Unsub.
While
Yeah,
we're
I'm-
at, you know what I gotta say? I gotta hate people who come into your stream and go, I liked I shared and then I'm gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
What?
just go.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Thanks? Yeah.
Don't do that. It's not necessary. You come if you can come. You don't have to
Hang out or don't.
You don't have to do anything if you can't be there.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
That's it. You don't have to. It's just, yeah, as a matter of fact, I think Lori she's actually on vacation right now. And she's like, oh, I got home a little while ago. And I'm like, so don't come on the show. Take it. You don't have to be here. Don't, you're under no obligation. It's great when you
Now
come,
she'll
but
pop up later.
maybe she's
She'll
again,
slowly-
she's addicted
She's so
to it.
gregarious.
Yeah, I know, which is delightful, but don't have to do it. Be on vacation. That's a
That
concept.
comes from the Mix Club book of live streaming.
That's right. Yeah. It's like, that's my own show. I don't show up.
All these suckers go to their own live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, can you believe that? Pop-up is a hot moment, or a hot word at the moment. I don't know why, but it is.
Rhett, a long time ago, one of my best moves. I was doing a show and I had Leela as my special guest, and something happened at home that made me go, I need to go right now, And Frank had to come live and finish the show for me, and I just left. I
He
was
was
like,
out.
I'm sorry, I have to go. That was probably my smoothest move.
Yeah, that one was delightful, and I was because I was watching the show and everything, but I was not where I could get there and do anything. It's
Right.
like, well, good luck, Dom. I hope.
Yeah, Frankie saved me. And Leela
Yeah,
was Leela,
good old
Leela was
Frank.
great. Leela was great.
Yeah, hopefully Frank gets feeling a little better. He hasn't been able to play and sing here for
no?
a little bit. No, he's had a little medical issue, and I'm not exactly sure what the nature of it is. None of my damn business, but that's why he didn't do the last festival, because he's not playing right at the moment, so he's recovering from something.
Yeah, you got to recover, and then you have to recover from not playing.
Yeah, exactly. Get the stuff back. Hey, Charlie Gabaldon, how you
What's
doing,
going on,
buddy?
Charlie.
Charlie doesn't just pop up. Charlie has actual set schedule that he plays, which is nice. Fridays and Sundays, guys.
Yeah, I am finding. I don't think I like the set schedule anymore.
Yeah, Dom's just gonna free ball it.
No, that's it.
He's just gonna hop up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop up. Well, and we'll see.
Yeah.
You know what it is like when you take a break after like detoxing, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm outside. I'm watering the flowers. I took my wife to the movies, went out to dinner, and then you're like, oh, this living stuff is not that bad.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And then you start again, and then, it's just like smoking. I'll be on like 3 packs a day pretty soon.
Let's hope not. Yeah,
I'm not in anyone's chat. I'm in StreamYard.
Yeah, no, I think Charlie Gabaldon might be in your chat. And if he is, he's lonely because there's not probably anybody there particularly. Because most everybody's over here.
Yo, that's because you got that little
free balling.
I just realized when I did my other fucking pop-up, that scrolled the entire time.
Oh.
And I think it had the Chris and Friends banner.
Of course. Well, again, you were a little out of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know I scrolled one of your banners for half a show one time.
Yeah.
Like, well, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that was a
Be
little Tom
wherever
Petty
you
song.
want to be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm free
balling, yeah. I'm glad I got XM satellite radio. It was cheap enough. And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. There's a lot of good music back in the day.
I canceled it.
Well, I will when the price goes up next year.
You know what I really hate? They got to say one of the best reasons to not ever get XM is when you eventually cancel it, the amount of times they call. They constantly call. Well, I'll give you this. We'll take this much off. And that just gets on my nerves. I'm like, well, you should have given me the discount while I was a customer, you asshole.
Yeah, that's what
I left now.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing
why not
before I
just do
signed
that?
up. You get a vehicle and man, they inundate you. And finally it's like $4 a month. I'm like, okay, my cheap ass will pay $4 a month. Yeah, with that green
It's over
bottle.
there. Urban, it's over there. I know. That's the one bad thing. Is the green bottle.
Yeah, and that's the problem is Dom looks on the screen and goes, I don't know where I left my beer. Just got to do it by braille. Where are you?
I did that on, was it on on Chime's show the other night. Like, I went to go get a beer, and I was outside, so I smoked a cigarette. I came back downstairs. I'm like, "Where's my fucking beer?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't think I grabbed one." Went back out to get a beer, smoked another cigarette, came back downstairs, and I was like, "God damn, I'm losing my shit, man."
Well, no, that's how you stay in shape when you get older.
No, that's true. Yeah,
All the extra trips you make because you
yeah.
forget
Just keep
shit.
the alcohol further away.
Yep,
It's like in
for
my neighbor's
every time.
backyard.
Yeah, the other day, I left my specific computer glasses upstairs on the table, and I came down, and and the cats were here, and I petted the cats, and I'm trying to work, and it's like, oh, I need my glasses. So I went upstairs, poured myself a cup of coffee, came back downstairs, started to work again, still no glasses, went back upstairs. Then the cats followed me up and was like, oh, hey, man, since you're up here, you want to feed us? Sure, here you go, boys. Come back downstairs and like, are you fucking kidding me? 4 trips to get my glasses. Yeah, Alzheimer's. Exactly. Alzheimer's aerobics. Yeah, so that's how my wife and I stay in shape, because we got a tri-level and we both do it, The bedrooms are upstairs, my office is downstairs, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, because...
Do you have full flights? Like, I only have
they're
half
like
flights.
half to 3/4. It's 10 steps upstairs, it's 9 downstairs.
Oh, so that's a full flight, though. It's like 5. I'm 5 everywhere.
No, mine is, yeah.
All right, so our house is like a ranch or a
Yeah.
high ranch, but it's like this. So
Yeah.
you have,
Well, we
One-
technically
one-
have 3 levels, but it's called a tri-level. So we got a main level, and then we've got an upstairs on the back, and then a downstairs on the back.
yeah, well, we technically have 6. So we have basement, then what do you call it? It's half. It's kind of half. Like the
Yeah.
family room is like half underground, half above the ground.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's the living room, and then the bedrooms, and then you go outside, and then it's a deck, and you walk down to a patio. So it's like we have 6 levels.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's really bad when you're wasted.
Yeah, I bet that's confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
my wife sent me a place in Crested Butte. And man, this place was wild. It had like technically 4 levels. They had like this cupola, for lack of a better word. And it was an office, and it was glassed all the way around, had a beautiful view of the ski resort and everything. And I'm doing the virtual tour of the house, and I went, I could put my recording studio here. And it's pretty cool. But I think I'm short about $13 million, unfortunately. But it was fun to look at.
No, it's not one of those. It's not one of those sunken living rooms. I know he's talking about the 70s, where they had the pineapple parties.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, no, I think it was the same thing, because you can't see it, but there's a window behind me, and that's basically at ground level. And so 5 feet above is above ground level, and then there's 5 feet below approximately.
Yeah, so like in our lower level, the ground is probably 3 or 4 feet below the window.
Right. Yeah, well, no, I'm not kidding. For 13 mil, it was a bargain, truly, because I think I could have talked him down to about 12.7.
Yeah.
But
easily.
it's there on the slopes of the ski resort at Crested Butte, no less. Man, 360-degree views. And for as cool as this place was, 13 mil's probably a pretty good price.
It's a steal.
All right, let's have a Charlie joke. There you go. Good one, Charlie.
I'm still reading.
What?
I was thinking about something.
Okay.
No, I don't have to put it back. I'm still not going to read it. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that's true. It would be nice to have a ranch for that reason. Now, I mean, this place would be fantastic, and I wouldn't be able to do the stairs in another 5 years or 8 years. So,
Yeah,
and then I'd sell
we
it for
like the all
15.
short stairs. So,
Yeah.
I will be back in a moment.
Okay.
Maybe. I think I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Wife
He
just
will
got
be
home.
or he won't be. But yeah, I heard a door open. So
Yeah, you heard that? That's
Yeah,
a squeaky ass door, man.
there has to be Dom is going to have a conference.
I need me a little oil can.
Yeah, a little WD-40. All right, Dom.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. So there he goes for half a minute. That's right. To those on the other side or the far other side. Yeah, hey Daniel, what's going on, man? How you been? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, getting old is not fantastic. It would be nice to have a ranch, but like I said, this is keeping us in shape. Now, if we ever lose mobility, well, then this house suddenly becomes a problem. But I'll worry about it when I have to worry about it, which is not right now. All right, I wanted to play. I gotta find it. Yeah. I wanted to play this song because I haven't heard this song in a while. And I really like this song. And as a guy you guys know, he might even be hanging out in the chat. Chances are he is. But I just got thinking about this song the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to look this song up. And so I am going to share it now. But this is our friend Gary Hubbs and Hetriani from a couple years ago, 3 years ago. So about the time I came into the community and I heard this song and I went, oh, this is good stuff. Here is Don't Comply.
Is
And Dom's back.
Hey there.
All right. That's always, again, it's not a song that Hobbs doesn't play that on his show very often. I like that song. That's a killer bass riff.
Excellent song.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank
Hello,
you.
Daniel and Gordon.
Yeah. Good to play that one. Indeed. Good one, Chari. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, that's good. You're feeling better, Daniel. Yeah. He, again, had some medical issues, but now he's back with us, so that's good. So, medical things are brutal. I go see my new eye doctor. I think the hell's the date today? Next week.
I need to get glasses.
Yeah, next Friday.
Way.
Yeah, well, I've got my new ones on order. I'm supposed to get them probably the following week, so that'll be good.
Like, I totally have to take mine off now to, like, read
Oh, yeah.
a book or something.
Yeah, these mine are totally for distance, but I think it'll help. Like, I'm kind of back to my eyes are good enough. Like, I don't have to wear my glasses to read the screen right now. It's a little blurry. It would be better if I had glasses on, but at least I can read it now. And I'm not having to do that stuff anymore.
That was a rough 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a little longer than that. It was kind of rough. So yeah, don't, not missing that. But it's nice to be properly medicated, and although we'll see.
I'm never getting progressives again. It's like almost good enough. Either way, I'm just going to get separate because I need them for both at this point.
I just ordered progressives. Fuck.
Yeah, it depends on, like, my eyes are really bad. Like, if I take my glasses off, I can't see shit. It's just fuzz. I would notice your hair, of course. Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah. But for work and stuff, like, these ones they're pretty cool. They're called workspace glasses. So it's like the focal point is extended. So you lose distance, but everything within, like, your desk reach is very vivid.
Okay, well, that would be good. I'm hoping that's what I'm getting is that and, like street signs things, but we'll see.
Yeah, I can't see street signs with these, like.
I sure can't see them like I used to. And hopefully this will correct for that. And I went to America's Best, and allegedly, if they really don't work, I got 30 days to go, hey, these really don't work, and they'll redo them. So we'll find out. But I'm getting them, and then I'm hitting the road.
Where you going?
I'm looking on the calendar here. Going to St. Louis the week of September 3rd. So there'll be no show September 4th, boys and girls.
Aww.
Just telling you now. Unless Dom wants to pop up and play live, which maybe he'll do that.
I'll do the pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show and just keep going.
And then Rhett will.
Yeah, then Rhett will live stream from McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Well, it's great. We're covered.
We got a plan.
It's all handled. Yeah, I'm down to basically doing one trip a year. I used to got as many as 10 a year at one point, and I've just slowly, because we've got editors all over the country, and so now I just kind of do a couple of them. There you go. See, we knew you'd be down for it, Red.
Yeah. He goes, oh, sure, I'm free to not stream.
That's right. It's like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm scheduled to stream, but I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, well, that's what they said. They can be a little hard to get used to, but we'll see. Again, going to reading glasses and then trying to go the distance one is a pain in the ass. So I'm hoping this is
well, you know,
more better.
like if a lot of times they don't just cut them right, and then it's really disorientating. My wife got a pair one time, and she was like, "Hunt, it ain't supposed to be." It, you know, it's a little. It takes a little getting used to, but if you're like equilibrium's off for a few days, the glasses are fucked. They don't,
well, the
they don't do 'em
first,
right.
yeah, I mean, I never wore glasses in my life until 2 years ago. And that first pair I got, I put them on and I went, okay, my vision is worse with the glasses. You guys screwed up. It's not supposed to be this way. And it's like, oh, no, they're right. And I'm like, I'm telling you, they're not right. And so they redid them and they were better. But these glasses have never been right.
What I can't figure out, the whole problem with the glasses is, you know, this one or this one.
Oh.
I'm like, can't you invent a machine that just looks at my eyes and say, we need to give him this to make him perfect? You know, it's like, it's because you're involving me in my own vision.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm fucking blind, dude. And I'm really impatient. So after like 3 rounds of this one, I'm like, yeah, they, you know.
Yeah, I'm totally the opposite. I'm like, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Let me see 1 again. Okay, 2. And then we go on to the next one because, you know, I want to try and get them right. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, a lot of times like, they're so degrees. Yeah. Sometimes the glasses really distort things. It's like the fun house. Yeah,
No,
and that's exactly true
yeah.
in my case, Jade, because this eye sees distance pretty well, does not see close up well. This eye is totally close up. It totally sucks for distance.
Yeah, my right eye sees the devil.
Well, that's not good. Yeah, then 3 or 4. Yeah. And I just did that for this last prescription. And yeah, it had changed, not surprisingly, after having double vision for over a year. My eyes had shifted a little bit. So I had to get a new pair. Hopefully these are going to work, and hopefully my eyes stay this way for a while. You know, my wife has had terrible vision her entire life, but her prescription has been stable for the last 5 years, which is a minor miracle because she was buying a new pair every year for basically her entire life.
Yeah, I think I've been on this pair for like 3 years now. And I wouldn't say I've gotten worse. They're just fucked up, you know, like especially when they're coated and they get little scratches, like driving at night, it's like kaleidoscopes when, like, you know, like other cars hit me, like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, that's why I just, it's at night, I'm just not driving with glasses because I noticed that even with new glasses, it was just too, and, you know, I've got the development.
Have you reached the age where you're like, I really don't enjoy driving at night?
I damn sure didn't when I was seeing double.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to drive with one eye. Yeah, that was, I did absolutely avoid it unless necessary. Now it's not back to being a big deal again. But
that is helpful, large spike protein. That is helpful.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Beryl. That would have helped me a couple months ago, but now I actually can see pretty good. But yeah, my eye doctor keeps going, well, you know, cataracts. I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, what do you want to do? And I went, nothing. At some point they'll get bad enough. Yeah, we'll have to surgically do it, but I don't have the weird things at night. You know, I'm just, frankly, I'm going to hold out until I'm on Medicare. Then I'll have them done.
Mm-hmm. Fuck the system.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
There
it's
you go. It's what it's there for.
I paid into it my entire life, so yeah. 'Cause I started working when I was 12.
On the books. Couldn't.
I don't know. I was getting paid.
My first job was in the East Islip Hero Hut, making sandwiches and pizza.
There you go.
Then I worked in a shoe store.
Interesting. Let's see. What all did I do? Well, I did a lot of construction. I built fences, framed houses, worked at restaurants. But I was usually I didn't do a lot of kitchen work. I did a little bit, but I did a lot more front of house waiting and things like that.
Mm. You know, it's kind of funny. I have been in the construction industry for like 35 years. Never done construction. I've just managed it.
Yeah, well, got to have managers.
Mm.
Yeah, I built a lot of shit when I was through college and everything. And yeah, waited a lot of tables. What else? What other jobs? I've had a bunch of jobs. Worked at a bowling alley. Glorified janitor is what that was.
All right, everybody, post your jobs. Post
Post
dumbass jobs
post
you've
your
done.
first couple jobs. When you
Yes,
were.
it was pizza parlor, shoe store. Well, it was like in Modell's, the Modell shoe store.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I worked for a moving truck company for a while.
Ah,
Shit like that. Hey, Lori. Hey, Mishmosh.
hey, Lori. Yeah,
That's a
well,
cook.
and I can see that, and that's what I didn't work that long in the kitchen, so I still have a love for that. If I worked in a kitchen like that, yeah, maybe I wouldn't. Oh, no,
my
that's interesting.
God.
Oh, yeah, I was a babysitter. At one time, I was like the go-to babysitter in my neighborhood, because all the girls were kind of flaky, and, I'm like, yeah, I like kids, and I'd roughhouse with them, wear them out.
They sold vacuum cleaners. It's probably one of the lowest points. I got a job, and it was for Electrolux, like selling vacuum cleaners door to door. And I got this sale, and they teach about this whole stupid pitch and the contest.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I got this lady to buy a $1,300 vacuum in, like, I guess the 90s, and left him like, there is no way this poor woman can ever afford this goddamn thing. And I stole the vacuum that they gave for a demo model, and I gave it to my mother for Christmas. And I'm like, this is an evil industry prying on unfortunate people, and I wouldn't do it. Anyone who really is going to buy a vacuum cleaner would go buy it from his store, But
Yeah.
that was a terrible job, and it was like in the Bronx.
Oh, well, yeah. Yep. Lori sold hot dogs. That's true.
Oh, I saw the pictures. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Les Nagy, what's going on?
Hey, Les.
We're talking about our first couple jobs. So, pitch in, everybody. Yeah, no, vacuum cleaner salesman. I had a job very briefly selling some solar thing that put heat in your house, and it was a total bullshit scam thing. And I made it through all the sales training and everything, and I did a couple pitches to people, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
Well, that's the thing. It's like anyone who is good at selling things cannot be trusted. Just, it's like,
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Apologies to any salesman.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've done sales and everything, but it was either technical sales or advertising sales. So,
So like last night, my wife and I went out because we chose and she was tough. We had like a dark we had like a really light, light hardwood floor. So we're changing all the floors, right? So I was like, listen, if we're gonna fucking change, let's flip the script. So we picked dark wood floor. Now she's panicking, like, oh my God, it's so dark. And then I remember, like, in the garage, we have like this dark brown leather couch. And I'm like, she is not going to want this couch anymore. So I'm like, we went out last night and we were just like looking at couches. And we went to, was it Raymore Flanagan? And we were looking at one. And then I went to the bathroom and I came back and the guy is fucking hard selling her, man,
Oh,
And my wife's very polite. She's a sweetheart.
yeah.
So I was like,
Opposites attract.
the
Folks?
guy was like, well, if you want to get it, I'm like, pal, do me a favor. You don't have to do that. It's like, look at us. Like we are just out, And then he said something. Well, I'm just, and I was like, pal, if you fucking hard sell me one more time, we're just done. All right. No fucking sane person goes into a furniture store and buys a $3,000 couch, like right off the cuff. It was like, we look at, but then he was all apologetic and stuff. And then we left and she grabbed my arm. She's like, I love you.
There you go. Oh, you're my hero. See, not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes they just tell the aggressive salesman to fuck off.
No, because he was like, well, if you want to get it for this price. And then, like I told her, I said, I love when they say that because then when you go back and I was, well, you said I can get it for that price. And go, oh, that was only then. I'm like, well, fuck you then. I'm not buying it at all.
Yeah.
And they'll always come back to that price.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't like salespeople at all.
They have their purpose, but a lot of them are.
The iconic salesperson, yeah, who's knowledgeable,
Yeah.
know.
Well, that's it. The guy that
Like, ever needed help at Home Depot? You may as well ask an old lady passing by.
Oh yeah, well
'Cause
that
they don't
now
know shit.
didn't used to be true, but now it,
No,
yeah,
they
don't
used
know
to be
anything.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I know way more than any of those idiots because again, I did construction. I actually know what I'm doing. Yeah, those guys are morons. The young guy that helped me with my glasses, he was great because I've not worn glasses for very long, so. And there's all these different options, and he's walking me through all the stuff and explaining what works and all. And he was great, and I really appreciated that. And I got to what I think is something that's going to work for me. Maybe not, but I got not progressives, where they tint in the sunlight.
Yeah.
In these glasses, because I wanted to drive with them and everything, and they never really worked, and I couldn't figure it out. And he explained to me, you have to get a special kind because the UV blocker in your car windshield keeps those things from working.
Mhm.
I'm like, of course. Now, no wonder they didn't work. Did the other guy that sold me this $500 pair of glasses tell me that? No.
The only thing I don't like the ones that turn because it takes them too long to turn back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I ended up just getting. I got plain sunglasses, and I'm going to keep them in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean prescription sunglasses, basically. Yeah, man, a good car dealer, and they are getting very rare anymore, but man, a good car dealer is great because your car costs more than your house nowadays. Well, I mean, your house costs ridiculous amount of money, but when you first bought your house, what you bought for your car?
Maybe my parents. I think my parents paid $20,000 for their house. And when my father sold it like 30 years later, he still had a mortgage left. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, whoops.
Spike Nose Construction.
Yep, absolutely. Well,
Cabinets, right?
He does custom office cabinets and everything. Yeah. He's a specialized contractor. See, we remember things. Look at us. We can't remember to get our glasses.
Important things to remember.
From upstairs. Yeah. Stuff like that we remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did this show already. This was the theme. I remember one of our first shows was like, what do you do? No, it was currently, what do you do for a living?
Currently. Now that's what this was like first jobs, But you got to start somewhere. I never worked fast food.
No, me neither.
I just,
that pizza parlor doesn't count as fast food.
Yeah, it kind of depends. Like if a Shakey's might be.
But I will say, I had sex with the owner's daughter in the fucking walk-in cooler.
There you go, boys and girls.
Proud pizza parlors.
Dom Wom. I used to love the walk-in cooler at the restaurant because, man, you'd be sweating balls and you'd go there and sit on top of the keg and just cool off for 10 minutes, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I do realize that. And besides, my wife knows that story, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured out, again, I've always been mechanically inclined. I figured out how to somewhat untap the kegs, and we'd pour it in a glass and keep it in the cooler and out of sight and everything, and did it for a couple of years. They never caught on, but go back there and cool off and suck down a beer and refill it. It was
That's
great.
why I remember, you were allowed to have, for lunch or a slice of pizza. So then, I started teaching all the new recruits. What you do is you take 3 slices, you fold it up. That's why you got the pizza folded, and they never do. Or slightly overcook one pizza that you can no longer serve it. And
this one's botched. Yeah.
Oh, geez, I did it again.
Oh, yeah. See, the restaurant stories. I mean, they were required by law to feed you. So at the restaurant I worked at was the Northwoods Inn, which was a steak restaurant. Anybody familiar with the Denver area, Valerie might know this. It's been out of business for a lot of years, but the place was great. Peanuts, you crush them up, throw them shells on the floor before everybody and their dog had a peanut allergy. And was a great steak restaurant, but they had something called the log roll, which was... I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like an egg roll, but it had beef and
it sounds like poop.
Or fried chicken, and that's what you were allowed if you worked there. You could have the fried chicken, the mashed potatoes, or the log roll and the mashed potatoes and gravy. I had the chicken I wasn't eating the damn log roll because the rumor was it was just leftover shit, and they would roll it up in there. But we had customers that loved those things. They'd come in and order and buy, half a dozen log rolls. Mm-hmm. But we would love.
I could never order something called a log roll.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't sound right. But we would love it when, the busboys would clean a table or something, and somebody couldn't finish their steak and just didn't want a doggy bag, so it went back, and we'd keep an eye on it because if it made it to the dish dogs, it was gone. So we would jump on it before it got to the dish dogs. Eat that and wipe the grease off our face and back to work. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it does not sound good. It was better than it sounded, but I had the chicken. I like chicken a lot better. It was damn good chicken.
Well, I think we're all. I think the consensus is terrible name for a food product.
It really is.
It's just how fucking how much time did you realize it's in a kind of a roll?
Yeah. I wonder if, because everything exists on the internet, Northwoods Inn menu. I want to see if somebody's got
the back room.
Oh, there. The Little Loggers menu. Oh, man. Oh, there's my old boss. I mean, you guys can't see this, so that's not doing anything for you.
It if you shared your screen.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen.
Blast from the past.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Share the screen.
I want to see this log roll.
Well, we'll see if it's on there. Okay. This, can you guys see the guy in the bow tie here?
Uh-huh.
That's my old boss. And that's what we dressed it. We had white shirts and these bow ties, Northwoods Inn.
And you
And
know
this
it's
was
a
the bar.
fancy place because look at the fake rock bar.
Exactly, the fake rock.
It's
Yeah.
like a piece of wallpaper.
That's old Mike.
You know, that does look like a place that would sell a log roll.
And that
Right.
Denny was the bartender. So yeah, soups of the day. We had chicken noodle. Chicken noodle was excellent. Vegetable, hated it. Split pea was all right. Clam chowder was excellent. They'd never let us eat it. The navy bean and ham I didn't love. Chicken rice was okay.
Let's go to the entrees.
Yeah, I'm going down. Join us at T-Bone Tuesdays.
What if you see a picture of you? Wouldn't that be as crazy?
Oh, this guy. What the hell was his name? I started as a
I
busboy.
think John. That was John.
And this guy was my favorite waiter. He was really generous. And he worked the big room. So, man, I'd go home with, and I'm a busboy at that time, and I'm going home with 150 to 175 bucks cash. And we're talking 1980
22-ounce
boys.
T-bone with a lobster tail.
Absolutely. Look
There's
at
the
that.
fried chicken. There you
Deep
go.
fried chicken, logging camp style, boys and girls. Their chicken fried steak was
What
good.
does that mean, logging camp style? Like you have to eat it like over a bed of sawdust?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. And you throw stuff on the floor. Yeah. Their prime rib was good. T-bone, lobster tail. Where's the little loggers menu? The cottage cheese
there
mix.
it is, little lager menu. There it is.
So, chicken tenders. I don't remember the chicken tenders. Where the hell's the log roll? I hated that guy. He was an asshole. Wow. This pictures, every one of them was taken when I was working there. Huh. Yeah, where's the log roll?
The cottage cheese mix looks divine.
Yeah, it was seasoned cottage cheese. Again, some people loved it.
Oh,
I didn't care for it. I'm not seeing the log roll.
I would totally go on a diet if they made, if it wasn't for the food you had to eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cottage cheese.
Yeah, but everything's on the internet. So yeah, I just had that. Yeah, Chris was a Chippendale. No, I was not. I mean, that was back when I was actually in shape. I was just finished playing high school football and my first year of college football, and I was actually in shape back then. Not less so now, but that was a long time ago. Oh yeah, here we go. Thanks, friends.
That's what Chat
GPT can be fun.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah,
Make fun of
absolutely.
your friends.
Yeah, good times. But I mean, that working there paid for my first couple of years of college. That was, when I got moved into waiting tables, not unusual to have a $350 night, just in tips. Because they did. I mean, back then, what was minimum wage? It was. Because they did that same thing because you were getting tips. It was minimum wage, but it was the restaurant minimum wage. And I don't know, $6 an hour, maybe $5. Yeah, back in the good old days.
Hold on. Was there a minimum wage back in the day?
Oh yeah,
There was.
yeah. There was but it was quite low. And again, I did give a shit, because we were walking out of there with cash, Jack, and of course. I'm not saying I cheated on my taxes. I'm just saying I had no idea what I was doing. And I'm sure I paid taxes on my W-2, but.
Well, see, you can go back into the restaurant business now because, right? Aren't they going to make tips?
Yeah, well,
non-taxable?
exactly. Now, apparently, I think that's what happened. Yeah, I would have to be paying attention, and I'm too poor to even pay attention.
I do like the split pea soup. I do. New England
Good split
clam
pea
cheddar,
soup is fantastic.
fucking minestrone. Minestrone.
My grandmother on my mom's side made split pea soup, and it was terrible. But again, everything she made, God bless Grandma Dion. You know, Midwestern. She wasn't a very good cook. She made chicken and dumplings, and the dumplings were like these doughy, half-cooked, and her chicken was bland. And other than that, she was a great cook, which is why my mother never got good at, never showed any interest. My brother and I learned, and my old man to a certain extent, we learned how to cook out of self-defense.
I can still close my eyes and think about my mom's food.
Oh yeah,
My mom,
well, yeah.
she can cook the shit out of food.
Oh man, for eating, I would have loved to trade moms with you, because yeah, it sounds like your mom had it going on.
Oh, like one of my favorite things when I was a kid, I'd leave for school in the morning and go, Mom, what's for dinner? And she would like tell me, and when I came home, that's what we had for dinner. You know, it was really cool.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Now I ask my wife, and she's like, I worked all fucking day.
Yeah, you tell me what's for dinner.
Have a sandwich. All the times they are changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now I'm that guy. I'm like, okay, what are we making for dinner? What would you like? Yeah, well, it really was. My mother believed, because of her mother, you know, back in the day, trichinosis was the thing in pork, like in the 1890s. But my mother had it in her head. She would cook pork chops, and they'd be so hard you could hammer nails with them. I didn't know what a pork chop actually tasted like until I met my wife. My mother was just not a very good cook. Although she made one thing that was excellent. I love it to this day. She made a beef stroganoff that was really good.
I like beef stroganoff.
Only thing she made that was really good.
Yeah, Costa didn't say if he was a good debt collector.
Yeah.
If he's a nice guy, he could have been fired because he was terrible
It's
at it.
like, yeah, where's the money?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Costa.
I had it coming.
That is the one thing I hate in the work I do is when you get someone who doesn't want to fucking pay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's like, you know, how do you deal with this? Usually we just write this shit off. But.
Well, at some point, yeah. I've seen some of my wife's collection letters. They I would pay just because I would be afraid. She's really like, yikes. Yeah, you gotta want that moist pork.
Moist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Dom and I've had this discussion many times. I'm, you know, your late father, I'm sure he was a wonderful man, but come on, bro. Well done. I finally got my brother-in-law down to medium. It's taken me 30 years, but I got him down to medium.
As my grandmother would say, that's disgraziat.
It really is. But, you know, people, I don't know. People don't know what's good for them sometimes, food-wise. And it's a shame, because they're missing out. Although, I got my wife eating mushrooms now, and actually liking them. We found a place up the road there, and they have the best burgers. And they have deep-fried mushrooms, and they are perfection. The mushrooms are firm. The breading is perfectly crisp, no grease at all. They are just absolutely amazing, and their little dressing that they use is on point. And so the first time I ordered them, I was getting them all for myself because, you know, my wife, my sister-in-law don't eat them. And then they had a couple, and they were like, "Oh, these are really good." And then the next time we went, I ordered them, and my wife took half of them. I'm like, well, damn, pretty soon she's going to have to get her own order.
What are those, the big mushrooms? Those portobellos?
Portobellos.
So I do those like when we're making steak on the grill. You get like those big ones, and then you like make a mixture of like garlic, olive oil, breadcrumbs, and pancetta, and then you pack it into the mushroom and cook it. Man, it's so delicious.
It is fantastic.
It's delicious.
Yeah, the unami. Well, I make those for, I'm having a steak cookout and everything, and I have some of my vegetarian friends over. It's like, well, I got you covered. You're getting...
I still like A1. I do like A1.
I'm trying to think the last time we had A1 in this house. It's been years. We keep Worcestershire in the house, but I don't think we've had A1 forever.
I like it to dip.
Again, the restaurant there, they had A1 on the table. They were proud of that, know.
Oh, that was like the Grey Poupon of its time.
I know, it really was. And I'm like, even back then in high school, I'm like, why would you put that shit on this is a good steak? What? Mm-hmm. But yeah, people like what they like, right?
Yeah, you actually just ever put it into put the A1 into the chopped meat and just don't even put it on it, just put it in it. Or actually, I went to this, my kids had a birthday party they went to one time, and I took them, and it was like a Spanish family, and they made burgers, and the fucking burgers were so delicious, and I talked to the father. It was like, man, these burgers are good, and he, what's it called, sofrito or something like that?
Oh,
and he actually puts it right into the burger mix. Oh man,
okay.
It was so dang good. It was
interesting.
Really good.
Yeah, sofrito's pretty standard for Hispanic cooking. I never would have thought to put it in burger.
They either have I think he said it was the red one, because they have a red one and a green one.
Right. Huh. Interesting.
It was really good. A good tang.
Yeah, it was fancy, Jade. Totally
My wife
fancy.
and I made beef Wellington for Christmas one time. It's way too much work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, and it's
way too much work.
And at the end of the day, the bottom bread still gets soggy from the meat juices, as it should. And soggy bread, yeah, they don't like it.
It's delicious, but it has no reheat value.
Some things
none.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, some foods don't, because you always take home box and they always give you the fries or whatever, but that you can't reheat those. Just eat them there or just throw them out. Well, there's a couple different ways to make beef Wellington, but yeah, that's kind of the English were famous about that, and that was a craze here
Laurie,
in
you're
the
just
U.S.
not
in the
eating
60s.
your au jus correctly. You got to get the lean.
Yeah,
the food's got to, and you got to, you have to have that like a 40-degree angle away from your food.
But I'm with you on that one. I mean, I love beef and the au jus, but if that bread is soggy with that stuff, blah, that's a texture I do not care for. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think, yeah, there you go. I don't do soggy. Yeah, I know the air fryers were a craze. I've resisted because I don't have I've got a galley kitchen. I'm a little limited on counter space. And, I had one of those magic pots for a while and I used it, but I haven't used it in like 2 years now.
You mean an Instapot?
Instapot, that's what it is.
They're pretty good. I am going to agree with Charlie. We bought like a little toaster oven air fryer, and the fucking French fries are amazing in it. Yeah, they do work really good. They do work really good, and it makes things hot without actually kind of continuing to cook them.
Interesting. Your steak in an air fryer, huh? Okay. Well, all right. So there you go. Jade's telling us that she's.
Yeah, no, air fryers are good, Chris. I bought one from Amazon, and we had it was like I forget what brand we had, and it sucked. And then it was like $100, and it was like a toaster of an air fryer kind of,
Okay.
and it's fucking rocks, man. It's really good. My
Okay.
kids rave about the nugs, the nuggies.
Well, all right.
Nuggies.
I'll look into that because I'm always looking for fun kitchen widgets. You know, my stand mixer I use all the time. So I make my own dough and everything. There you go. Juice a pussy. Yeah, I wonder, is Empirism eating some of that right now, do you think? Probably. Empirism's probably getting up and getting his first cup of coffee and get some Juice a pussy. Pussy. Empirism. Like Dom says, you've known Empirism for what, 3 years now? Never understood a word he said.
Heard one word he said. I just go, yeah. What was that? What was that? Yeah. Yeah, Empirism. Great guy. Have no idea. He could be like, you're a fucking asshole. You know? Yeah.
Right, you are.
Because it's his system too. He has so much bass pumping out.
Yes.
That it warbles everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got.
Hey, Lori, know what I just found out? So when we were doing the kitchen and stuff, we used to have over a stove this fucking huge ass microwave that was a convection. It was ridiculous. So I was like, I am so sick of this. You couldn't stir sauce. And if you picked the ladle up, you'd smack the top of the microwave.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
I just want one of those big hoods. Like a one that really sucks the smoke out of the house.
Yes.
So I had my wife all convinced, we're just going to get a microwave as big as you need to reheat a bowl of mashed potatoes on a holiday. Because that's the only time we ever use a microwave. And then one of her girlfriends starts getting in the head about, your kids are going to be teenagers pretty soon, blah, 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 blah. And now we have to get, now we're getting a microwave drawer that actually goes into a cabinet kind of thing. And now I'm my $200 microwave I had it all convinced on just became $1,400. I'm like, oh. But then I just say, yes, dear. Okay. Yeah.
At some point, yeah, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I would love to get a big range hood. That would be great. But
yeah. We've been dying for it. Yeah, because we got the kind of oven that you can actually grill on.
Yeah, no, those are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because the normal ones, like the one we had, it's not an exhaust, it's a recirculator.
Exactly. It just takes the greasy hot air and blows it around the rest of the kitchen.
Right.
Which is why my cabinet faces are always sticky, and I'm always trying to wipe the schmutz off.
No, and I watched the guy running it up and out the house. So.
There you go. Oh, I so want to do that. But yeah, my microwave is over my stove right now, and I would get rid of that thing. I don't know what the hell I'd do with it. Well, what I'd do is I'd put it back in the original location over the sink.
Yeah.
And then I'd run
it gets better. Excuse me. So the island we're getting is basically 2 30-inch cabinets, right?
Right.
But the microwave drawer my wife picked out is a 24-inch, and the guy was like, well, it's going to look like having a 30-inch and a 24-inch cabinet. It's going to look odd. So he convinced her, so get a bigger So get the 30-inch microwave drawer. I'm like, so that's like another couple $100.
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
Like to you know, for my kids to microwave a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, because that's what they're going to do. Yeah, well, you know.
Pretty much.
Yeah, my wife heats tea in the microwave every morning. That's about what we use ours for. And again, reheats for holidays. Yeah, actually, Gary, you'd probably be surprised. My kitchen, it's a galley kitchen, and it's not real big. If the boy and I are in the same, and now he goes to the gym, comes home, and, you know, he's a big dude like me, and then he starts making a smoothie and everything, and there's a little kitchen tango going on between the two of us. So, but, you know, galley kitchens turn out good food because you've got the efficient work triangle. I've been in, like, my brother's place. He's got a big wide open kitchen, and it's fabulous. But damn, you have to take a lot of steps to do some of the basic stuff.
That was the problem we had in our kitchen, is that, like, our kitchen was originally meant to be an eat-in kitchen, but it's too small to be an eat-in kitchen. So you wind it up with just an L and fucking dead space. So that's why we were like changing it around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, but that might be why you have that hernia bothering you now, because you were trying to swing Brad. See, you know, we gotta be smart with our legs at our age. Yeah, sometimes you have those little tight things. And again, I've been in places that's poor design, like you try and open the cabinet and like, okay, but I can't get in the fridge, or I can't, you know. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we knew that about Brad. Yeah. Did he make you trim your fingernails before you swung them around the kitchen? Asking for a friend. All right. There you go. Yeah, no, he just knows. I won't say this about him. My boy's been working around me a long time. He knows. And plus, I'm feeding him regularly again. He's not having to cook very often. So he's good with it. Yeah, that is, I wonder. Yeah, there you go. Well, you know, I file everything away. Nothing gets past me because you never know when. Just bring one of those things up. Plus,
all right, folks, I am going to say goodnight.
Well, I'm going to say this. You rock, brother. I love the show before the show. Thank you. And it's nice hanging out with you.
You too. Everybody,
all right.
Easy.
Yep. There he goes.
I'll see you later.
Dom is officially out of gas.
I'm going to hit the leave studio, not the end stream, because I like you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. I'll talk to you probably.
All right. I'll see you Saturday, Brad.
Yep. Bye. Bye, everybody.
All right. Cheers, Dom. There he goes, the DomFather, everybody. My buddy. It's nice having him on the show. I think it's been a month since he was on last time, and long enough ago that he still wasn't playing yet. He had just was starting to kind of work on his hands. So nice to see him playing again, and he sounds as good as ever. So that's nice. Yeah, I bet you do. Everybody, say hi to Lou and my mods. Keep an eye on this guy. Just because, welcome to the show. And if we were talking about eyeglasses earlier, we should, we'll look into that. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I told him this morning, I said, yeah, it was nice that you're on my channel. I didn't even get notice. And he goes, well, what's your channel? Why would you get notice? I was like, I get notice when I do this show, but anyway, indeed. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Dom's making friends. See, this is good. But yeah, and again, Dom has just said, I'm just going to pop up when I'm in the mood. And then I found out via my friends in chat that like, oh yeah, hey, are you going live? And I was standing in the kitchen at the time going, yeah, I don't think so. Anyway. Well, it must be random. I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm getting notice on Dom's channel for this show and I think it's mine. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, yeah, we all got notice on Reds, and yeah, we hung around and went. That's what's fun about Red. It's like you don't know what you're going to get. Think life is a box of chocolate? Red's test streams are a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah. Yeah, who knows with YouTube? They continue to do weird things. I appreciate that Jade went off on, and I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking about fantastic interview today. Doug, had some internet issues, but what a talented guy, and he was a great guest. That was a fantastic interview. But I appreciate you going off on the XP thing, and here's why I don't like it. I'm a competitive guy. If we're going to have something like that, then okay, let's play. But I was off. I know it was happened on Gary's stream. Like I was like in 6th place or 5th place, whatever it was. And I went upstairs and got some whiskey and fucked around. And I didn't say jack in chat for like 30 minutes. And I came back and I was in 4th place. And so then I said hi to somebody, and then I ended the stream number 1. I'm like, how does that even make sense? And then I was in another one, and I was really active in the chat because I was just making jokes and having fun and everything. And I kept dropping. And I'm like, the more I said, the lower I went. It's like, so how does this engage people? It's maddening. It doesn't work right. So I'm with you, Jade. Get the fuck out of here, XP chat. It's just stupid. Well, that's the thing. No, it's not a competition. But if you're going to put a competitive element, okay, I'll play. I love competition. But let's, Francis and Ian know, if you're going to have a contest, follow the fucking rules. Not that hard, right? That's just how this bro rolls. If it's, yeah. And I agree with you. Well, now I tested that theory one time too. And I wanted to do the super chat anyway, but didn't move the needle. So I don't get what's going on there. And it's just dumb. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, I'm in 1st place and it's great. I don't know. Can you turn it off? And if so, how? Yeah, I learned the same thing. Can you turn it off? I don't know how that works. Because I would probably turn it off. And again, unless you guys think it's funny, you like screwing around with it. If it entertains you, then great. But my whole issue with it is like, it doesn't make sense, because you get, and I've just seen this a number of times, like somebody's in 1st place, allegedly, and like, are they even in the chat? They didn't post one single thing and somehow they're number 1. I don't know. Oh, okay. As a viewer, you can turn it off. Okay. Well, whatever. But not to distract from the interview, because, during the summer, sometimes I miss a lot of the interviews because I'm working outside or whatever, but I caught most of this one and it was fantastic. Interesting guy. And his stories were, and it was funny because, man, you had to reel him in a couple times. It's like, he was just going to go and go and go and go. And I could see Jade thinking, this is an interview show, Jug. And I'd like to ask you a couple questions, but That was there was a little bit of monologuing going on, but it was entertaining as hell. Yeah, that would probably be good because I don't know who likes it. It seemed like a good gimmick, and I was on board for a few minutes there, but until I in my own mind decided it didn't really work. Hey, Chevelle, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us this evening from halfway across the world. Appreciate you being here. And anybody else join here? Yeah, let's see. I think James has been hanging around, but was probably working on something. Good to see James. How you doing? All set up and rocking in his pad, and got his cameras all set up. That's good stuff. So, tomorrow, I think, does Lori have a theme tomorrow? I think Lori's theme was, I'm not going to have a theme. It's just like we're doing a show. So, the usual cast of characters on tomorrow, the Friday train, everybody get on board. Jade's here. Highlight. Nope, missed. Well, hey, that's works too. But Leela's got the Midnight Chill. Jade's got her show. Lori somewhere. Lori. And again, an inside joke, but a good one. There's Lori. Lori's got her show. Valerie was on earlier. So most of the Friday folks, Charlie's here. So all the Friday folks are in the chat right now or have been in the chat this evening. And so this is, I guess, kind of the warm-up for the Friday folks. But Friday's good. Oh, except for Pole Vault and Sunshine. And they could be lurking. I don't know that. But they're probably lurking. And it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's something to that. It kind of like, yeah, you sit back and go, yeah, wow, really, So I can see that makes don't have to probably a lot better than guests like I know you've had in the past where you really have to try and work to draw them out and getting one or two word answers. Got my mom busted me on that the other day because, my mother, 85 years old, and she's down in Arizona wrapping up her brother's estate and's got a phone and she's texting me and everything. I mean, she's a hip broad, right? And she sends me a long text and I give her a reply and we're talking on the phone yesterday and she goes, I got to tell you, I love your one-word replies. And I went, really? One word? And she said, yeah, I told you all about this, that, and the other thing. And you said, yep. I went, oh, sorry, Mom. I was in business reply mode. And yeah, I could have been maybe a little more expansive than that. Apologize. But you got me on the phone now and we can chat away. But yeah, I'd need to text a little bit more to my mother is what she was subtly telling me. Like, okay. Can do. Oh, yes. James and Nate, the word, your big word for today, verbose. Those two are verbose, which is not like the German word verboten, which means you can't do it, forbidden. Those guys can chat a little bit. I miss Nate. He's, again, one of our people in our community has been feeling a little bit under the weather, and so has not been around as much as we probably would all like. And certainly not as much as he would like, but never again. Well, let's hope not. Again, on Lori's show, even the yappy guys like me, sometimes it's hard to get some words in because you got people with stuff to say, and there's usually 6 or more of us. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's cool. No, it's not verbose. Verbose. Well, I was going to say look it up, but you'd have to spell it, Red. So yeah. Yeah. What does it even mean? It means, well, you know what? Let me give you the Webster's Dictionary. Okay. Using or expressed in more words than are needed. Much academic language, this is an example, is obscure and verbose. From the 16th century, from the Latin, verbosus, from verbum, word. So there you go. So, using or expressed in more words than are needed. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's the opposite of concise. So there you go. See, now we all learned things tonight, didn't we? Ah, there's nothing to feel bad about, you know? Got to keep the show moving, and some of us would hijack it. I've met that guy, and I've met all the other guys that would do that. Yeah, it's, I find myself where like, okay, I'm just going to hit mute, and then I can't accidentally talk over anybody. Like when Gary comes on for his segment, I hit mute. I do not want to talk over him because he's there for a couple minutes, and yes, that's exactly it. Well, no, it's not. Slow learner has nothing to do with it. You continue to learn. Be a continuous learner. That's the difference. If you're always willing to continue to learn, like again, I'm pestering Rhett right now because I want to learn some stuff. I feel like he's got some knowledge that I could use, and so he's kind enough to share some of his knowledge. Yeah, well, I'll defend you even to yourself. You are a one-person act on all your shows, like I'm doing right now. You got to chat, you got to fill the time and everything. And when you're used to doing that every day, and then you come on a panel, I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? Oh, wait, I'm on a panel now, so take whatever I was going to say and cut it down by 6, or, hard to do. So I think it's delightful when you come on because you are a very entertaining and interesting person, Jade. Always thought so. Well, there you go. It'll do. Excelsior. Okay. Hey, Michael Songs is in the chat. What's going on, man? Everybody, I'll plug Michael's EP. Listened to it the other day. Impressed. Because I'm used to Michael playing live and, doing the album, a couple full band songs basically on there. So it was very cool. And one song on there I don't believe I've actually ever heard before. So that was cool. And it's really well produced. So everybody go to Michael Song's site and check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, that's right. Games for all. I think that's the hard part is, remembering, are we playing this game on the panel or is this for the chat? And guess who screwed that up last week? I got confused. So I blurted out the answer and like, oh, wah, wah, wah. Don't do that. Well, and absolutely legit too. Like, you've worked hard. I'm going to just hang out and listen to others and smoke a little bit. I occasionally do that on Fridays. I mean, I used to do that all the time. I'd just listen to the shows and sit around and have a couple drinks, but I got in the habit of just going on. And I'm still drinking, but having some fun while doing it. I did promise to play a little bit. This one, yeah. I wanted to play this song. And pause is usually in the chat. I don't think I've seen them tonight, but this is a song from Pause and Guitars, and I'm going to rip this real quick because I've kind of been sucky about playing new songs the last couple weeks, and I try and spotlight a couple artists every week, just in case you haven't heard them, and I've run across them, maybe you haven't. But this is Pause and Guitars, and this is a song called Heart of Stone, and I'll be back right after this.
And you never return.
Well, that was the old abrupt ending, huh? Wow. I guess I didn't expect it to dump out quite that quick, but there we go. I liked the song. It's, like somebody said, I think it was Michael's song. Nice groove and everything. And vocally, you know what? Just put it out there. And I think that was kind of fun. That's what Rhett and I were kind of working on. I sent Rhett something that was absolutely raw. And I mean, singing into a 57, nothing. No reverb, certainly no pitch correct, nothing. Just to say, okay, here's what I'm starting with. You know, where do we go from here? So, you know, I'm kind of streamlining things and cut down on some of the effects and some of the other stuff and pause just like, here's my song and here's my vocal, and I thought it was pretty effective. So, good stuff. So yeah, man, 12 videos to edit. Why I'm not pestering Lori right now, I've got multiple ideas, but I think how I'm going to do this from here on out, Lori, is I'm going to do a song, I'm going to do all the vocals, I'm going to do all the bass, and go, hey, I've done it. Are you in? And then we'll go from there. Rather than, you know, hey, what if we do this and that and the other thing, and all the wrangling that has to go in there. Just, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. All right, are we talking about what I was talking about there? Well, if that's the case, then thank you. Yeah, it was just wanted to make sure that the recording, we're starting with something good and workable, and then going from there. I feel like on some of my stuff, I wasn't happy with how it was processed, and I think I'd been tweaking the signal chain so much that I just think that there was some baked in crap in there that I didn't need. And so I wanted to go to dead zero and start over. So anyway, yeah, well, I know that thing. I wish there was a way to shortcut that video process a little bit. Poor Hugh has been waiting on me. Well, it was one of those songs that I was waiting on Hugh for a while, and now Hugh's been waiting on me for a while. So, one of these days we'll actually kick it out there. Maybe tomorrow, if I feel ambitious, I'll put on my costume and do a little bit of video, and so we can just get it done. Because for God's sakes, it's been hanging around too long, and then there's two stacked up behind it, which including the one that has James on it. So I need to get those done. Yeah, one take is great if you can do it. Well, this is a good point. I'm sure that's really difficult for a lot of people in that, because you sound so weird to yourself. I guess, yeah, I've been recording myself in some form or another since I had a little cassette tape recorder in, 1975 or 76 or something. So I'm probably more used to my own voice than a lot of people are. But it is still weird because, it sounds nothing like what you hear in your head. It just doesn't. And so, I think it's probably that's a really good point. Yeah, I think at some point you just go used to it. It's like, this is what I sound like and this is what I'm doing. And, then you're being okay with it. Yeah, exactly. I'm just waiting on a friend. Well, that's what friends do. We just wait on one another, and we can. Why do you want a monkey? You can't handle your cats. And monkeys are mean and really, really strong. And they would just start tearing your cats apart, and then they would poop on your console. And yeah, I don't think you really want a monkey. Yeah, in my case, No, I just, trying to get it to sit in the mix properly. And that's, it's a learning curve. And because I play instrumentation so differently every time, I don't really have a style. And I think that's been a bit of a struggle. Is like, okay, this song is completely different than the last song, but my voice is the same. So how do I fit my voice in this completely different sounding song? And I think that may be what you've heard on some of my stuff. Again, I've always considered what I do to be, I'm trying to make them really good demos, and I don't think they're particularly more special than that. I just, I want them to sound decent and listenable. And if I can get better than that, fantastic, right? There you go. Recipe. Here you go. Yes. Nope, that's not right either. What the hell? I'm trying to type and failing relatively miserably. There you go. Okay. There you go. That's a recipe for disaster. As opposed to a receipt from the cash register. Although back in the old days, I've got a cookbook from 1891. It was like a Baptist church cookbook or something. I found it at an antique store. Had the coolest recipe for clam chowder I've ever seen. But it was like for a church. So it like made 50 servings. So I had to ratio the recipe, but man, it turned out really good. But anyway, it was a receipt book. That's how they spelled it for the recipe book. So there you go. Yeah, no, my spelling's okay, but my typing is atrocious anymore. I can't, especially on my phone. Oh, it's embarrassing. A lot of times and of course then it's trying to predictive text, and it's like, did you have a stroke, bro? I don't know what to do here. So yeah, that's not my friend. All right. So let's do spelling. There you go. There's your monkey. Now that's interesting. I typed monkey. In Dom's chat, it rejected it. It says this usually means they think it's spam. So I was spamming Dom's text. YouTube does the damnedest things, right? That's so bizarre, because came through in my chat, but in Dom's chat, it blew it out and says, no, can't type that comment. Oh. Ooh, look at this. Exemplary. I must be getting tired, because all of a sudden the words are being a struggle. Exemplary. Yeah, that may be a word that I never could pronounce quite right anyway. Yeah, let's just stick with balls. We can all say balls. We can all spell balls. All right. So, plans for the rest of the week. And I appreciate everybody hanging in the chat. And you guys have been on fire tonight. You guys are having fun and cracking jokes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There you go. Nobody did more gooder than Hugh Caldwell, because again, he had that fine Scottish education. All right, so we've heard Hugh talk, and we can understand Hugh pretty well. But can you imagine the Scottish headmaster and with a thick brogue, and he's given lessons on math, and all the kids are looking around going, I have no idea what he's saying. What is McTavish saying now? I got nothing. That would be fun. 50 servings of clam chowder. There you go. That's a pretty good name. Yeah, it was an interesting book. It probably had 40 recipes in it and had fried chicken and some other stuff. But the clam chowder, I bought it specifically for that one recipe. I paid, I don't know, $10 for it or $8 for it. You can find, I love old books and old bookstores, and there's a couple in the various places we go. There's one in Durango that it's basically you can barely walk around it because it's stacked floor to ceiling with old books. And I have found some incredibly cool old books in there over the years. Yeah, exactly. No, so you can imagine. By reputation, the Baptists have big get-togethers where they bring all this food. So it seemed like that this was geared up for church-sized servings of things. There you go. Yeah. We heard that. Yeah, they said they didn't. Yeah. Well, it's been a running commentary of the I think Rhett's getting more mileage out of a show that didn't happen than I'm getting out of a show that I'm on right now. So good for Rhett. He's figured it out. He's getting all the accolades of running a show, and he didn't do anything. So who's smarter, him or me? I gotta say it's him. Yeah, apparently he didn't either, Leela. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, a show about nothing or boot nothing or just a nothing show. Either way. Yes, the recorder. I actually, in second grade when I was in Oklahoma, yeah, did the record. I had no clue. And still don't. Even back then, I was trying to play by ear, and in second grade, and my ear was not particularly well developed. And plus, the recorder's a stupid instrument. But got to start somewhere, right? Yeah. Well, see, you've cracked the code, Mix. You've got it figured up. Yeah, I'm not going to type that one. Sorry. Cornet and piano. Yeah, we had, remember my music teacher there in second grade. It's funny how you remember certain teachers and certain things, and she was a big, heavy-set gal, Miss May. And, we all did the recorder things, and, there was singing and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know, wasn't getting it at the time. I got put on triangle fairly frequently, and, probably, I'm the only one out of those kids who actually still plays music, so go figure. Well done, Miss May. Yeah, what's the difference between a cornet and a clarinet? And obviously there is a difference, but I don't know much about instruments like that. My kid did clarinet and then went to guitar, and he was really good on clarinet. Not an easy instrument to make it not sound like a screeching goose, but he was decent. And honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, I put that comment after the other one because if we just put this comment up without context, then we're back to having one of those dirty shows. So there you go. Like a mall trumpet or probably a small trumpet. I got you. That's right. See, I knew Rhett would get it fingering. Yeah. How does everybody feel? I mean, I really feel like kids need to be exposed to physical fitness and PE and music and art and, um, develop all the parts of the brain. And man, they're just not doing a lot of that stuff anymore. And I think it's a shame. I think it makes less rounded human beings. So that's my little soapbox take on that. Even though I didn't get jack nor shit out of the music program, when I was really young there, I'm glad it existed. It exposed me to it. And then, 10 years later or whatever it was, then something clicked and, here we are. There you go. See, now my chat is doing exactly what I expect you people to do is, have the jokes right there at your fingertips. Yeah. Now, I'm sure that's why they sell a lot of big trucks here in America. Small trumpets. That's right. Tuba players all strutting around going, check out my brass. Although, at least in my experience, why did they always put the really fat kids playing the tuba? That seems discriminatory. Or at the minimum, wouldn't it make more sense and get more laughs to put the really skinny kids in the tubas who basically can barely hold them up? That's my take on that. All right. See you, Michael. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Yeah. Oh, sir, now you're being quiet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, tubas are heavy. They really are. So, yeah, you gotta get a stouter kid to do it, I imagine. But all the euphemisms. That kid is stout. That kid is husky. And we slowly descend. Yeah, well, it's as the show goes later. You know how it is, Jade. Nope. You went too far, Rhett. Just telling you. We can have some fun, but that was a little too far. Okay, yeah. Well, why not? Yeah, I feel like maybe that was a life skill that might have been important at one time. I don't know. I kind of knew how to sew a little bit. I could sew a button back on at one time. Now it's like, you know what? My dry cleaners offers that service, and they've got big machines, and so that's something I'm just going to pay somebody $5 for. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, you never know. I mean, even Valerie's show, and who's nicer than Valerie, right? And then the last couple weeks, I'm jumping in the chat and I'm like, what in the hell did I walk into? Where? And, Valerie's like, this is where we're at today. I'm like, okay. But, all right. Okay, glad we're just saying. We're just saying. Yeah, it's Valerie's show has got to be, frankly, just a little racy. Sunday mornings, I've usually been up late on Gmails and everything, and got half a cup of coffee, and I'm tuning into Valerie's show, and I'm like, oh my. Not the full George Takei, oh my, but oh my. Yeah, and that's without Rhett. So we're blaming Rhett for, how does that work? For not showing up? Anyway, yeah, Valerie's good. That's fun. I like the Sunday show. It's just, for me, just kind of get my eyes open and listen to that for a little bit before I get into my day. Yeah, there you go. That's a wise man knows I'm in a hole and I'm holding the shovel. I'm just going to stop digging. So there you go. Good job. I think, while I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to do this. Because I can feel my tongue getting tired. They've reduced my medication, which I think is a mistake, and I'm going to tell them that when I see them next week. Yeah, no, that's a stupid early in the morning for you. Again, time zones suck in that. Yeah, I'm starting to have a little trouble pronouncing words, and nobody wants to hear the verbal version of Rhett's spelling. So what I think I'm going to do, yeah, kind of a little bit. That's kind of yeah, there you go. If I had a 9-volt battery here, that would be a great thing to do. Yeah, it's getting a little tired. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take us out on a song from the new guy, Some Guy, played the festivals, has started to show up on Gmail. Pardon me. I think he's been a few other places, but I think we'll do that one and a song of his, and it's one of his originals. And I think we're gonna wrap it up and call it an evening. So, yeah, we're not gonna do the old tongue zap because I think that would be temporary at best. And I'm just going to call it good, and we'll do that. And then I will see all of you on Fridays. I'll be in the chats. I'll be hanging out with you guys. I'll stop in Lori's. And here, our good friend Gary Hubbs has posted the Friday link list. So everybody that has a show that is worth dropping into is on that list. And you can check them all out. You hear about it every week on this show, but maybe you just come out of the cave. Maybe you were, hunkered down with bin laden or something and just wandered out and went, what? There's shows on Friday? Where can I find such a list? Well, Gary Hubbs has got it for you. It's right there. So, all right. Yeah, some young guy. Yeah, and this has been the Some Old Guy show. So let's hear from Some Guy and his song called Hurricane. As always, it's not a show without you guys and all the cool things you do in chat. Thank you very much for being here. And I will see you all next week. And we'll have some new guests and some new music. And we'll just talk about whatever. But let's hear from Some Guy and his song Walking Through a Hurricane. Good night, everybody.
Walking through a hurricane. Second system changes course. You left me high and dry. As if by some strange force you still won't say goodbye. It's some reaction that you wanna see, but you got your satisfaction watching my heart bleed. I'm walking through a hurricane, walking in circles. with somebody else. And like the weather,
Walking through a hurricane.
it's just not fair. Did you think that I would wait for you to come around? I moved across the state to an entirely different town. But you only wanted money, you never wanted love. Well, let me tell you, honey, what my love is made of. Walking through a hurricane, walking in circles, walking through a hurricane, walking in pain. So where I stand, walking through a hurricane, you are where with somebody else. Like the walking through a hurricane, it's just not fair. Walking through a hurricane. What rain? Walking through a hurricane. Don't feel no pain. Walking through a hurricane.